you so much for joining me on my program once again. I appreciate you wherever you're joining me from. I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Accept my greeting according to your time zone. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please kindly subscribe to my channel. Click the notification bell so that you'll be notified each time I upload a video. You can be among the first to receive it. Then go to the comment section at all time. Leave your comment, drop your contribution. If you have suggestions, make it out there. If you have any criticism, put it down on the comment section. It will make us to get better, presenting you a better program.
Every Biafran that you're watching, everywhere you're watching from, pay attention to the time that we're in. This is a very delicate time. Time is running out. Our stand remains the same. I always remind you, every one of you that is watching me, if you are an autopiloted IPOB, you know what our stand is. You know what our stand is. What we are asking for is Biafra and nothing else. We are not asking for Igbo presidency. We are not asking for resource control. We are not asking for any alignment with anybody. The only thing we are asking for is our total and absolute freedom. Self-determination through a referendum. And whatever thing we are doing today is to defend our land and protect our land. And we have said that we cannot continue to endorse enslavement of our land, which people have been doing for a very long time, knowingly and unknowingly, some out of fear. It is very clear that we don't have elders anymore in Biafra land who will speak the right language. Every one of them have been corrupted by the Zoological Republic. They have bribed every one of them. Their brain have been beaten so much that they can no longer be able to stand up for themselves. Their brain have been beaten. That is why today, when you see somebody who claims to be your representative speaking in the House Assembly, he can never speak your voice. He will be speaking the voice of his own master in Asarok. That is why you see a senator from the southeastern part of Nigeria, and yet, with all the atrocities that the Zoological Republic is committing, he's not going to talk about it. The only thing he's concerned about is coming back to the Senate over and over again without anything to offer. Check all of them who have spent 8 years in office, some 20 something, over and over in the Senate. What do they have to offer? Nothing. Some of them even in their own village, nothing is done there. It is just about their own personal interest. We want to have a nation where everybody will be accommodated. Whatever we are asking for and what we are seeking for today is not out of hatred. It is not out of wickedness, not out of envy, jealousy, or vengeance on anybody. No. We are pursuing that which is right. Collective interest of every human being in the old southeastern region. The present south and the southeast is the lower Benin. That is what we are asking for. It is not a selfish call. If our request has been selfish, we have been singing a different song altogether. The man who started this struggle presently, Mazen Nandekan, has been offered everything a human being can be offered to give up the freedom of his people. And he said no, that he can't buy freedom with money. Every one of us have to prepare our mind to make the sacrifice of freedom. Freedom doesn't come cheap. And nobody's going to dash you freedom. Nobody's going to give you freedom in a platter of gold. You have to fight for it. You have to fight for it. And the time is fast approaching. It is not going to be easy. I will continue to tell you that. I'm not going to come here and tell you there's going to be a walkover. No, it's not going to be easy. There must be sacrifice to be paid. Sometimes very grievous ones. And as the day is fast approaching, you must have to prepare your mind for that sacrifice. The time is coming. The time is coming. Fast coming. Prepare your mind. We have hope and trust and belief that every one of us that is alive today we are going to see Biafra. As long as you are listening carefully to the instructions, keeping your ear open, walk when you should walk, sit when you should sit, stand when you should stand. Pay attention to every instruction they are being given. Whatever word that is coming from our spokesperson, Master Simon Ekpa, is the voice of the Biafran people. Take it or leave it. Biafrans, we have lost our voice in the zoological republic. We don't have any representation in that contraption. Nobody. Not even one representation. None. What you have seen all day are people who are instruments in the hand of our enemies. They use us as commodity. They sell us and they buy us. They transact with us at all times. And at this time, we said that that transaction cannot continue. No politician will have any transaction with us again. When they were trying to form their Ebobago, our supreme leader, Mazen Nande, can warn them. You dare not. And also, as soon as Nande can warn the Biafran people, do not get yourself involved in whatever is called Ebobago. They are evil security outfit. Don't involve yourself. Mazen Nande can warn. But yet, this UG, maybe out of hunger, so many people went and joined them. And they began to take the life of fellow Biafrans. Instead of fighting the enemy, instead of securing you, they turned to become monsters against their own people. Today, the revelation is coming. I saw a video where they were dumping corpses of people, innocent people that they murdered. Innocent Biafran, young men and women, that the Bubago took their life. A video emerged where they were dumping them. And we woke up today to hear that the court have disbanded the Bubago. What does that tell you? It tells you that we have no representation. The Amoteku that was formed even before the Bubago, Amoteku is still waxing very, very strong. Amoteku is still waxing strong. Recruiting more people, getting more equipment, looking for a means to equip themselves, arm themselves properly. And we have not heard anywhere where they said Omoteku was used for politicians, where it was said Omoteku went and killed an innocent person, or whether we are fighting against Ududua people. We never heard about such. But in Biafra land, the so-called Bubago, their mission is only to make sure they distract the ESN because they can't fight the ESN. They were using them against the ESN. And at the end of the last, like they tried as much as possible to infiltrate the ESN, and they even went to this extent of getting some people who has been in the ESN before. Some people who have worked with the ESN out of what I can't explain. They went and joined the Bubago. And they began to act as informant against the ESN that is meant to protect them themselves. There's nobody in Biafra land today that doesn't know the work of the Bubago. And everybody in Biafra land today knows the work of ESN. And when we are talking about ESN, we are talking about the ESN. The ESN that Mazen Nandekano himself formed, which he announced on the brokers and told us that this ESN is a security outfit to protect Biafra land. And their duty is in the bushes. ESN don't come to the street. From the very day Mazen Nandekano launched them up to date, they are having their, whatever operation they're having is in the bushes, not in homes. Don't mind people who come to create anti-ESN, their dead man squad. They came and they'll be claiming ESN and they will be going after people, doing all manner of evil, kidnapping and taking the life of innocent people with their Bubago. Bubagos themselves will go on operation, they will tell it's an ESN. But I thank you that even people who were captured, who claim to be part of ESN that were captured, when they ask them where are they taking their command from, none of them is taking command from Mazen Nandekan, neither Master Simon Ekpa. That should speak volume to you. The ESN that Mazen Nandekano is there today, they listen to Mazen Simon Ekpa. And Master Simon Ekpa is the one running the affairs over there. Why the Department of Saboteur are the one operating the dead man squad, taking the life of innocent people, working hand in hand with the Abuja. We have seen several videos where they go to operation with the Abuja. We saw a video where they were bragging of going to Abuja to bring healers, 25 healers, and hand over to the dead man squad. And they claim they are ESN. Laughable. How can you imagine ESN getting 25 healers from the same government we want to get work out of? The audio came out, everybody saw it. They claim to ESN that the main ESN are going to come out. They are going to get 25 healers from Abuja to make sure they work in Biafran and camp. Unimaginable. And you believe that after hearing that, still your eyes is not clear. Your eye is not clear. The dead man squad. These are the people that have been blackmailing the ESN for a very long time. But as Chukwu Okabia might have it today, every single one of them have been exposed. They can't hide anymore. ESN that Mazen Nane can establish, of which Mazen Simon Ekpa today is in charge of it, has never ever been on the street for any reason whatsoever. They have not been in the street. From the very time Mazen Nane Kano instituted that ESN, he said it, that they are operational in the bushes. And he warned, don't cover video whenever you're operation, and they don't. ESN don't cover any video. So when you see any video people are making, sometimes you see they form video where they commit one crime or the other, and those people will be talking on the background and say they are ESN. You are not ESN. Those are not ESN. The ESN that we know, they don't do such. We don't participate in anything called propaganda. We are focused on the real thing, and very soon you are going to see the real thing happening. Very soon you will see the real thing happening. Mazen Nane warned. He warned for a very long time that they should not allow the ESN to come to the street. Give us a referendum. Give us a referendum. Don't allow the ESN to come to the street. And they called it a bluff. And they went ahead and they are doing whatever they want to do. Whatever happens going forward, you called for it. As for Biafran people, we have taken our destiny in our hands. The only thing I will urge Biafran people home and abroad, in the street, in Biafra land, is to pay attention. Be security conscious at all time. And brace yourself up for what is coming. Brace yourself for what is coming. They have brought the war already. They have been fighting us from right, left, and center. Taking the life of innocent people. Taking the lives of parents, children, wives, making orphans. It has been happening. But the time has come when we put an end to that. The time has come when we are going to put an end to that. You must prepare yourself for the ultimate sacrifice. Every one of us must be ready for the ultimate sacrifice. Don't be afraid. Do not be scared. What we are specializing now is on words of encouragement for you to be able to stand as strong. For a very long time, we have been talking and advising people to get things around them, something like food stock. Stock up food within your own house. We have been talking about it, including the issue of money. We shouted, we talked about it. Get your money with you. Keep your money in a foreign account. Keep your money in foreign currency. That they are coming. But nobody seems to be paying attention. You wouldn't pay attention until when it happens. Just like Mazen Nane won. If we had listened to Mazen Nane earlier on when he won, today we will not still be dancing around making fundraising. No. We would have been prepared long time ago. But we didn't take him serious. And today we are rushing. We are loved by Chukwu Okabia. That is why we are still surviving. The love of Chukwu Okabia cannot be measured in the life of the Biafran people. They are his chosen children. That is why he never forgets us. Even in all our misdeed, in all our stubbornness, he still remembers us. In all our shortcomings, he still remembers us. If you are a Biafran, you should thank your star. Thank Chukwu Okabiao for making you a Biafran. There is a reason why he made you a Biafran. We are in a season of liberation. A season of liberation. And this move of liberation is going around the whole world. The world order is about to change. And it's going to change with Biafra. We are going to change. We will not be left away. We will not be left out in this very one. This very one that is coming. We will not be left out. Biafrans will never ever be left out. Chukwu Okagabiyama placed us in that very area for a reason. And he's going to help us to carry the burden. No matter what they do, no matter what they say, things are going to happen. You are going to see things happen. You are going to see some things that are going to shake your mind. They're going to shake you. But I urge you to stand firm. Whatever we are doing today is not to hurt anybody. Is not to demonize anybody. Is not to take the land of anybody. Not to conquer anybody. No. Our mission is to have a land that belongs to us, our own land. Have our land secure. The security of our land is what our concern is. It is not about domination. In fact, we are one of the people that has not dominated anybody. Mainly the Igbo Biafrans. They have not conquered anybody. They didn't conquer anybody. The Igbo Biafrans didn't conquer anybody. It is not because they are not strong to fight. It is not because they don't have the population. But it is not in our life to begin to conquer. We are known with hard work. And I thank Chukwu Okagabiyama that evil seed that the caliphate have planted has been uprooted today. So many of our brothers in Biafra land have begun to realize their mistakes. And today, we are speaking in one voice as Biafra. Only few of them who are still shaking their head. And when I say few of them, if few of them who are even from the Igbo Biafran section, they are everywhere. From the southeast, from the south, from everywhere, who are still shaking their head until that your head is off. Just as our spokesperson Master Samuel have said, we drag them into it, whether they like it or not. We are going to drag them along. And it's going to happen very, very soon. That is why I'm telling you, Biafrans, that is watching any place you're watching from, prepare your mind for what is coming. Talk to people around you, talk to your families, talk to your friends, to pay attention. We will stand our ground until Biafra comes. The only thing that can change the narrative is Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. The appearance of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is the only thing that will make us to begin to sing a different song. Because we trust him and we believe in him. Whenever he comes back, whenever we see him in Afaruku, and he gives us a reason why we should do something in a different way, then and only then are we going to start considering. Apart from that, every order given by our spokesperson, Master Simon, will be obeyed to the last. It doesn't matter. I saw some people talking about consultation. Some say they were not consulted. The same language they were using for Master Nnamdi Kanu. We are talking about your own freedom, my own freedom. You want me to consult you for your freedom. When you hear that people want to be free, the only thing you got to do is to join. Don't wait for anybody to come and consult you. If you want to be free, people with like mind who want to be free, they are already connecting from different parts of Biafra land. Every one of them is connected together. Those who you see that go and sit down and relax and waiting for consultation are those who are still benefiting from the Zoological Republic. They are benefiting from the fraud. And it doesn't matter how many consultations you do with them. They will only be a distraction. People who are willing and ready for freedom, when they hear the sound of freedom, they pursue it. They don't wait for somebody to invite them. Those who are involved in freedom, who genuinely want freedom, once they hear the sound of freedom, they make a move and pursue it wherever it is. They don't wait for any invitation from anybody. No, they don't. But you see those ones waiting for you to consult, and these are the people who are benefiting from the fraud. And the only thing they will do, continue to distract you to make sure you don't succeed in your movement. That is why today, everything that is happening, I appreciate you, for how far we have gotten. I appreciate you, for the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding he has given to our spokesperson, Master Simon Ever. And I will continue to pray for him. We know the battle is not easy. The battle is not easy. It's a very tough battle that we are in. Today you have seen they have opened another gate. It has become a government of Nigeria against government of Finland. And they thought it's going to favor them. They are gradually bringing themselves into the international stage. And that is where they are going to meet their doom. They are dragging themselves into the international stage by going to Finland government to talk about their citizens. And you think they don't see what is happening. You think they are not hearing. They told you that they have men on the ground who are watching, including the so-called election you want to do. They are watching.